Well, hello there, and good evening, everyone. I'm William Brantley from the North Jackson, Tennessee area near Westtown Commons Shopping Center, ready to report to you tonight's or today's and tonight's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days here in just a few moments. I have a lot to cover tonight. I'm running a little late due to the nice snowfall we've been getting. So I've been busy sharing information with several other media outlets. And so I finally got time to do the video recording. And yes, I mentioned snow. We did get some. I mean, goodness gracious. It started around 4:55 here, and it's still snowing some here, but it's real light as of 7:20. And I've had 2 inches here in North Jackson so far. And that's a new snowfall record for March the 12th, 11th. Get it straight in a minute. March the 11th. It's never snowed that much on March the 11th. So we're making history this evening with the snow. Okay, I'll go on into some of the details as I got a lot to cover, so I'll go on and go at it. At 5 p.m., the skies were cloudy. The temperature, it was snowing too, by the way, at 5 p.m. The temperature was 35 degrees at that time. The wind chill was 28 degrees. The dew point was 32 degrees. The relative humidity was 89%. The wind was out of the northeast at 9 miles per hour. And the barometric pressure was 30.37 inches of mercury. The low this morning, well, so far has been 35 degrees, and that was at 5 p.m. I think it's cooled down even more since then. I think it's hit the 32-degree mark since 5 p.m. But at 5 p.m. the low was 35. Today's high was 40 degrees, and normal low was 38, and normal high is 61, by the way. And as for rainfall, I had 10/100 of an inch here as of 5 p.m. and it's been snowing ever since then. But of course, I haven't had a chance to melt the snow down to see what the water equivalent is yet. I'll do that later on this evening. Okay, the lowest relative humidity today was 49%, and that occurred at 8 a.m. The highest was 93%. And that was at 3 p.m. The lowest barometric pressure. Oh, by the way, the coldest wind chill today was 27 degrees, and that happened at 4 p.m. Now the lowest barometric pressure was 30.30 inches, and that happened at 4 a.m. The highest was 30.41 inches, and that was at 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. Today's highest wind gust was 20 miles per hour out of northeast at 7:55 a.m. And what's next? The moon will be setting tomorrow morning at 6:41 a.m. Central Daylight Time, and be rising tomorrow evening at 7:17 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The sun will be rising tomorrow morning at 7:10 a.m. Central Daylight Time and set at 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Yeah, I'll be glad we get daylight savings time. It's only less than 5 hours away. Well, no, I'll make that 2 a.m. So it's 7:25 now, so it's about 7 hours away, roughly. But at least it'll be daylight more tomorrow. We may actually see the sun most of the day tomorrow, actually. So that'd be good news. More on that in a minute, though, in the forecast part. Okay, on to today's records, which I've mentioned one of them already. Saturday, March 11th records. Hottest high would be 83 degrees in 2006. Coldest high would be 35 degrees in 1998. The warmest low would be 65 degrees. That happened in 1967 and 2006. And the coldest low would be 20. And that happened in 1996. And today's rainfall record would be 2.15 inches. That happened in 1963. And as I mentioned, the snowfall record for today would be, as of 5 p.m., well, actually as of 6:50 p.m., make that 6:50 p.m., I've had 2 inches of snow. And that is a new record. The old record was a mere 0.1, and that fell in 1998. So we hammered that record into the ground pretty good. Anyways, I think beyond that, I'm ready for the forecast, I hope. Okay, for tonight's forecast, by the way, there is a freeze warning for all of West Tennessee, of course, including Madison County, Tennessee, until I believe it's 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, I think. From midnight tonight to 11 a.m. tomorrow morning is a freeze warning, and there's a winter weather advisory in effect for a good portion of West Tennessee. Most of the counties north and east of Memphis is the ones included. Jackson, Tennessee is one of the counties, Madison County, Tennessee. But I believe it's north of the line from about Covington over to Somerville. And anybody to the north and east of that area is under the winter weather advisory. I don't believe Memphis is, though, under one, but Jackson and a good portion of West Tennessee is under a winter weather advisory. And that was valid from about 4 p.m. or around 3 p.m., I think. 3 p.m. till midnight tonight, I believe, is the time validation for that. And the expected amount of snow is roughly 1 to 2 inches, and so far that's exactly how much I've had so far here in North Jackson, of 2 inches. Not everybody in West Tennessee, though, is going to get 2 inches. It is kind of in isolated spots, but I'm one of the ones who got it this time around anyways. Well, alrighty, on to the rest of the forecast. It's going to be mostly cloudy, of course, with a good chance for some snow, occasional snow, until about 10, 11 o'clock tonight, and then the snow should come to an end before midnight anyways. And the sky should actually clear up around 1 or 2 o'clock tomorrow morning and turn out to be mostly clear most of the night after midnight. On into tomorrow, we should have a mostly clear sky tomorrow. It's going to be cold tomorrow morning, so a lot of this precipitation that's melting, the snow that is melting, is going to end up freezing on a lot of roadways and bridges and overpasses. So be very careful tomorrow morning in that regard. We'll have a low of about 27 degrees tomorrow morning, so it's going to be really chilly tomorrow morning. The high tomorrow, though, is going to warm up to 52 degrees, so it wouldn't surprise me that the snow will be gone by tomorrow afternoon sometime. Which is, well, at least we had a chance to look at it for a few hours, huh? We have northeast winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour tomorrow. On Monday, we're going to have rain's going to be returning. Well, it's going to be fair skies till Monday morning around sunrise. Then it's going to become cloudy again with a 70% chance or a good chance for some rain throughout the day. The skies will go clear back up again by Monday night, though. We're going to have a low near 32 and a high of 53 on Monday, with southwest winds at 10 to 20. On Tuesday, it's going to be mostly cloudy. No precipitations expected, with a low near 33 and a high of 46, with northwest winds at 15 to 25 miles per hour. On Wednesday, it's going to be mostly clear again. We're back to mostly clear, with a low, it's going to get chilly Wednesday morning, 22 degrees, goodness, before a low and a high of only 42 degrees, with north winds at 10 to 20, so be a touch of winter there. And Thursday, about the same almost, mostly clear skies, with a low near 22 again, and a high of 50, with west winds at 5 to 10. By Friday, clouds and rain return to the forecast, a 50% chance, with a low near 34 and a high of 60, with south winds at 10 to 20. It's finally going to warm up a little bit by next weekend. Isn't that kind of ironic? Really, next weekend's sort of the start of spring officially. Actually, Monday week is. Next Saturday, the 18th, is going to be generally fair skies with a low of 42 and a high of 64 with northwest winds at 10 to 20. Next Sunday it's going to be fair skies with a low near 41 and a high of 66 with west winds at 10 to 20. And by next Monday week, the 20th, it's going to be mostly fair skies with a low near 37 and a high of 73 with southwest winds at 5 to 15 miles per hour. And I'm going ahead and mention it Monday because the 20th is when spring officially begins, which it starts at 5:29 a.m. Central Daylight Time on Monday the 20th. So at least the weather will kind of cooperate in that regard for that day anyways. Well, anyway, so that's something to look forward to, but we did get a little nice touch of winter tonight. And matter of fact, this is going to go down as probably the biggest snow for the season. We might have had 2 inches back in January, or 1 inch. I can't remember. It was either 1 or 2 inches in January that we had. But this one may go down as the second biggest snow, of course, for the winter season of this year. And I'm not going to say the last, but definitely a nice size one. Okay, well that's it for tonight. I think I've covered everything that I need to cover for you tonight. Hope all of you have a very pleasant Saturday night, March the 11th. And hope you all wake up to a beautiful, clear but cold Sunday, March 12th, 2017. Be careful out there riding around in the weather if you happen to be venturing out because it is still mighty chilly out there. And look out for black ice spots for the precipitation and probably freezing overnight once the temperatures get on down below freezing, probably toward midnight and after, if not sooner, especially to the north of us, so you have a better chance of doing it quicker there than it would be here. And there is a little bit more snow still showing up on the radar to our west and northwest, parts of Arkansas moving in our direction, and even some up in Missouri that's trying to come down a little bit. But once all that clears out, it'll be all over with, but that should be around, if not before midnight, before that all happens. Well, I hope you enjoyed the snow. I enjoyed watching it fall, and it came down. Well, all righty. Well, good night, everybody. We'll talk to you hopefully tomorrow night. Good night, and God bless.